There are paradoxes that follow much of the same logic as Huishi's 10, presented in the Gong It says, oddly, an egg has hair. Inside the egg, the chick has some hair inside the egg, but it doesn't have hair outside. It's bald as heck. You would be distracted from the fact that the egg does have hair inside, like a Kinder egg. The 12th paradox is a chicken has 3 legs. A chicken would have 3 legs in ancient or modern Chinese. It's very simple. If there aren't plurals, then you would white horse, not a horse style say a chicken has a left leg, right? A chicken has a right leg, right? Well, a chicken has a leg, which here would mean has legs, has leg, which would mean a pair of legs if you don't have a plural on it. Therefore, a chicken has 3 legs. The Gong says, speaking about the leg of a chicken is 1, the legs are 2, and 2 and 1 make 3. The 13th paradox is the capital of the empire contains the whole world, and if so, the world has no width. Analogously, if our minds and hearts are the capital center of our bodies, including the whole together and experiencing every part, the capital city is mentally the whole empire, just like your mind and or heart is mentally your whole self, so I am and am not my finger. All of that is, again, duck rabbits of the mind, which does create odd problems a la Wittgenstein. The 14th paradox is a dog can be a sheep, and yes, a dog could be a sheep in the dark because your vision is confused. So the 17th paradox is fire is not hot. Well, these guys didn't know about plasma, but if fire can be hotter and hotter, and a bonfire would be hotter and hotter, especially if you're working bellows or anything, you'd know that fire is only relatively hot, not absolutely hot. Fire is only somewhat hot if it were entirely hot. If this table were entirely solid in front of me, I would be gravitationally sucked into it and wouldn't have made this lecture. The 19th paradox is the wheels of a cart do not touch the ground. A steering wheel never touches the ground. No part of it. Most of the time, most of the wheel not touching the ground. For all of human history, most of wheels have never touch the ground at all. Isn't that right? Of course it's right. The thing is, though, if you say that to people, it would be confusing, a la fire is not hot, yes? The 20th paradox is the eye does not see. It never sees what's behind your head unless you have an elaborate set of mirrors, and then it's not seeing that perfectly either. But the eye does not see, fire is not hot, the wheels of a cart do not touch the ground, a white horse is not a horse. The 21st paradox is the pointing of a finger never reaches the thing, and the reaching never ends. The Gong says that heaven, earth, and what they make are things, with each thing what it is. But there are also designations, the word finger, to mean point out, pick, or designate, meaning it's a pointer, meaning it's a demonstrative. These guys are saying words are like fingers you use to point at things. Notice how a white horse and a horse can, in a situation like 2 fingers, point at the same thing, and then a white horse and a horse, as different forms of language, would point in opposite ways. 23rd paradox is a quadrilateral is not a quadrilateral, and a circle cannot be considered round. Well, are there perfectly straight lines? Are there perfectly circular circles? If you were drawing circles, you'd be somebody who'd say there aren't perfect circles. Dang it, I tried. 25th paradox is the shadow of a flying bird never moves. This seems like the arrow in flight, a la Zeno. It doesn't move at each moment in time. The 27th paradox is a puppy is not a dog. Well, in time, a puppy is never an adult dog. The 28th paradox is a brown horse and a black cow are 3. Like the 3-legged chicken, if they are a group together, then there are 3 animals here. The 30th paradox is an orphan foal never had a mother. This is mentioned in the Lietze Taoist text, and Lietze mocks the noble he's working for in the local prince and says, you're an idiot if you believe these school of names jerks. An orphan foal never had a mother, because as soon as and when it is an orphan, it does not have a mother. As soon as it has a mother, it is not an orphan. The final 31st paradox is if you take a stick a foot long, then take away half each day, it will never be fully gone. And that is Zeno. I, as a child long ago, loved the Phantom Toll Booth. And in there, the mathemagician tells Milo, take half again, take half again, take half again, take half again, where do you end up?